evening, free enterprise fans. Welcome to our Monday race here on Randomania. I'm Neon Gray. With me is It's Paranoia. How you doing, Paranoia?
Well, I'm doing just fine tonight. We have a pretty kind flag set for you tonight, don't we?
Yeah, this should be a walk in the park. A lot of fun to be had here. We've got T4 and S4, which means absolutely everything you could want is on the table. We are also making a debut of a new flag that just came out. It's the huge shop modifier flag. That means that shop items sell for a quarter of the normal amount instead of half. So that is going to really limit what people can buy in shops, which should do some interesting mitigation on that S4.
That it will.
And also, I just want to make a special shout out because on screen today we've got Tirasu1, Rex Raoul, Maggie the Cat, and Snake Bee. And all four of these runners, they put in a huge amount of time and effort on, bringing the World Series of Free Enterprise to you. They all work a ton, both behind the scenes and in front of the mic. And we're really lucky to be able to show them all off in front of you here right now, and I'm really happy about that.
Let's see, I believe Tarasso and Spikey in particular did a lot of the restream work. Rex Raw commentated so much, and
Maggie, I think both did a ton of tracking, is I think what they did, and, that is so important for being able to see what's going on. So, everybody, make sure you give them all a follow, and make sure that they know how much you appreciate it, because without these people, we would not get, we would not have so many races to show off to everyone. And we're just gonna fix that, see about getting that command updated so that we can actually get you the links to our runners. Oops. But all that being said, looks like we've got a Rydia start with the cute red-headed Rydia. That's gonna be fun to see whether people keep her or get rid of her.
I think that depends on the. We do have Hobbs on today, don't we?
Let me just do a quick.
Yeah, we do.
Yep. Oh,
We have Hobbs on, and it depends on if we find an early poet summon, I feel like.
Yeah,
or
that's
Leviathan.
usually what makes it, but we'll see how it goes.
Teddy, that is slander.
And there we go. Now we've got our runners command updated. Go give them all a follow, cheer them all on, because again, they're great. They're hugely responsible for beaming so much free enterprise into everyone's homes.
And I think we're gonna get started here. And yep, here we go. We're off.
All right,
So,
let's see.
who do you think our second character is going to be? I always bet on Tella.
Could be. Oh, it's Edge.
Edge. Well, that's and a Magriki to start us off with.
And this is just a straight K flag, so there's not going to be a lot of hunting to get key items. So this should be pretty. This is really generous.
Well, let's see. We have basically two free key items at the start here. We have the Fey March chest, and we have Edward laying over in bed. Over in Troya.
Yeah, we do have free lunch available.
Which means also all the characters we could get for free are also available.
Yeah, so this should be interesting to see where everybody goes, because that's really open to start.
And we have our first, hello Excalibur. We have our first dupe sighting. It's Iridia.
Yep.
Leviathan in the box.
Good to see there. And Spapety is going straight for that second Rydia. I like to at least give that a try a lot of the time when I get that edge start. Oh, it's DKC right after.
I think that should be
starting hit points. That should be pretty free.
Ooh, maybe not. He might. Yeah, he's going to die on the third. He would die on the third hit. So.
Yeah, like even a Cure 2 would save that. So we'll see what goes. Yeah, he's gonna try again.
Ooh, Stardust Rod in the grass.
Ooh, that's very nice.
Payman is helping. Now, what are we going to sell?
Yeah, nothing of too much interest in that Baron shop. That Cure 2 can help through that,
yeah.
Pain Man.
That will get him straight through Pain Man.
Meanwhile, Tirasu is the first to leave Baron. And is going to go ahead up and talk to Edward. Oh, that is really cool. The bot now will actually give some details about the flags. That's a lot of fun.
It looks like we have people checking the key item in Troya. It is.
Yes.
Come on, Edward, what do we have for us today? A Sand Ruby.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, yeah, that is pretty bad. This is free lunch.
Yeah, so we have already access to like a bunch of free characters. That just, you know, it's just someone in bed.
Yeah. He's helping. He's doing his best.
He's a little tired, you guys.
Yeah, I mean, coming up with all those compositions for everybody, that's hard work.
It looks like we have Soma drops over in the item shop in Troya.
Those are likely to be out of reach here and just
Bahamut
for sale. We'll see if anybody tries to go out of their way to buy that. I doubt it with the T4 as well.
This might be finally getting through Pain Man.
There we go. Let's see if that pays off, because he's put a lot of time into this.
He could just have the crystal sitting here in the end.
Could very well be. Ooh, and that's an Avenger in the Damsian Treasury. That's always a fantastic find.
And it's the hook. Oh boy.
If we get either of the tails, it'll be fine. Not something otherwise I'd be jumping up and down over with starting Magma Key.
I mean, we have no potential for a trolley demist at Rubicon or King Queen Eblin spot, and we have access to other characters besides the one in Eblin Caves, so it's just why?
It's just if the tails, yeah.
By the way, someone has stopped at Damsian and picked up Palom.
That's, with a double Rydia available from the start, I'm not really in love with that, but, Palom is, a fantastic black mage, so it just, I don't like somebody else there, to be honest.
I mean, when you have the option of summoning dragons to deal with all your problems, any other black mage kind of pales in comparison.
That's true. And it looks like Edward Sand Ruby would have given us another Edward. He's just lonely, that's all. Why doesn't anybody love him?
And we have an Edward in the cave.
Why doesn't anybody love him? Love him!
Well, Rexall has picked up Edward. Maybe hoping for a spoon. So.
And in Mysidia, we get Sid and Hela, the old man party.
Mate D also picking up their old man party.
Scarlet Kitty, Anna's dead. Why are you reopening this painful wound?
Well, Anna's not dead yet for X-Paul.
Now she
And
is.
yeah, now she is. Yep, goodbye, Anna. This is what happens when you die in Final Fantasy IV. You just fade from existence.
Well, you know, it was the 90s. A simpler time. It's interesting that the party characters that we've seen so far are generally kind of, you know, not... I mean, Edge is fantastic, but right now he's carrying.
Edge is also kind of squishy without the right gear.
Yeah, but
Also, Maggie the Cat is popping that magma key.
yes, and that'll be our first restream runner to do so. So we'll probably be getting a look at that Fate March chest very shortly.
First, it looks like they're making a beeline for Tamara.
Not a bad choice. There's a bunch of free chests right there, and another item shop very close to the entrance. Ooh, and look at all those goodies.
Those elixirs and Bacchus ones would be nice to have, but right now we don't have the money.
Yeah, hourglass ones are good to find too. Again, total free lunch. We can use those on all bosses that are also contain like random encounters.
Yeah, Asura is like a white mage. That makes Rydia into a white mage.
You know, 3/4 of the time.
Well,
if you're lucky.
2/3 of the time, more like, but yeah. Otherwise, you just get life and are sad.
Is heading down into that Fey March, and Kirasu pops the elements in the Antlion Cave.
Yeah. Well, goodbye, elements. Looks like maybe picked up their sand ruby.
Good times. Well, it'll be a key item for the XP no matter what.
It's the twin harp.
Edward, Edward, Edward.
Everything just comes back to Edward today, doesn't it?
Ah, all the Edward content you could possibly want. Looks like Maggie's save scupping the chest here, which is an interesting move, given there's so many free ones to be found, but these are also right here, and it's not a huge time loss.
And I mean, every now and then I do the same thing.
Yeah. And, you know, it's, you know, you want to build up that nest egg to make your big purchases, and you're gonna have to get a lot more junk to sell to be able to do that.
And I mean, eventually they'll like rack up enough equipment that they're not going to use that they can just get rid of.
Yeah, because like with the S4, it does mean it's theoretically possible to find adamant armor in a shop. It's extremely unlikely that anyone will be able to afford it, but that's never stopped anyone from trying.
How much does adamant armor cost in the shop?
500,000, I think.
Oh, that's the pan. That's actually a pretty good pickup.
Yeah, that's why I always like to check the pan first, this chest first before going to the Salt Cave. And Tirasu finds Golbez at Fabul, so anybody deciding to go underground before going to Fabul is gonna be happy there.
Oh, good. At least I don't think this has much in the way of magic damage, so if Edge survives, he should be fine.
Yeah, but again, it's a wait, and it's a long cutscene fight.
And he kills Hallam.
He's tired, he needs a nap.
Palom got sent to his room.
Rex Rule took a sec to think about it, but decided no, doesn't need 2 Edwards.
1 Edward is enough, Edward. Spipety is cleaning out Antlion Cave now. We're probably going to be seeing them pick up their twin harp.
Good. And yep, nice. Tirasu's very nicely reflecting everything. And Edge is just gonna clean up, not bothering to worry about the other 2.
I mean, Skyla's not wrong.
And that's the tower key from the King of Fabul.
That's... has a chance... go on.
Yeah, no, that's an item.
It has a chance of being mildly cursed, or very cursed. It just depends.
Yeah. I mean, you know, with the key item settings as they are, you know, I consider that having the tower key pretty much mandatory to even think of going into that place, so... I mean, it's good to have it out of the way, I guess.
We have someone who's going to be checking Hobbs here. Oh wait, no, they're going up Ordeals.
Yes, that's Ordeals.
Excuse me, I cannot I cannot differentiate mountains this day. We have a third Rydia!
Whoa!
Just bring all these Rydias to the final boss.
I mean, you know, it's Rydia Day. Of course, what is interesting is that, you know, this is a totally unrestricted C flag, so that, you know, every character is in this seed. Just doesn't mean that they're all going to be easy to get, so...
A fair few will be easy to get, but yeah.
They're all Rydia.
Yeah, every last one of them's Rydia.
Oh, Sirens are in Fabul, that's everyone's favorite J item. I mean, maybe not favorite, but they're very useful.
They do make a, you know, grinding not a chore.
And Tirasu's showing off another new feature that we've got in the randomizer. Now, if you press select while on the item screen, it'll give you information about the item, and that's super handy. That's a feature I know everybody's been wanting for a long time, and we have it now, and it looks great.
Maggie the cat is about to find their troll bez.
Yep, and oh, Smatey is going to give us music. Yay!
Tirasu is popping their magma key. Now, do you think any of them are going to do Dwarf Castle just yet?
It's not just yet, I don't think. Like, Rex Raoul's in Dwarf, but, you know, his levels look a little bit lackluster for actually going through the fight, but we'll see if he gives it a go. Look at that descriptor. It even shows up in shops. That's amazing.
And every now and then you just don't quite remember what an item does, so it's helpful.
Yeah, that is Fantastic.
We're about to get music in just a moment.
Yes. Smeepy's just looting this place dry, which might as well while he's here. Showing off the secret passage and getting a strength ring.
We have... Oh. Tella, please. Knock yourself out.
I don't think he's gonna be able to do that very well.
You could try.
Yeah, he's not trying very hard.
But there he goes. And what are we going to get today for music?
And that is, of course, the Final Fantasy IX classic "You're Not Alone" from that very dramatic plot scene.
And the Dark Elf is Leviathan.
Not a bad thing to run into here. Should be easy enough to just beat him down with Edge. Because goodness knows, none of these other characters are going to be able to crack the ridiculous magic defense here. And Maggie the cat is through Golbez. We're going to get a look at Sheila's items shortly.
Does Sheila have the goods? Let's find out. Well, that is part of the goods.
Yeah, it's a pass. Very nice to see. And an Earth Crystal. That's actually a really compelling item with this party setup because, you know, we've got a lot of Rydias there. We might be interested in looking for more party.
Maybe some more frontline would be nice, yeah. Ricks are all picking up their pan.
Good times, and Tirasu is also just heading down to Bonk Yang for one. So far, everybody's doing really similar routing except for Snape, who's kind of been off doing his own thing here, and I'm very curious to see if that's going to pay off.
Well, I mean, I personally feel like the harp is a little bit cursed, but I usually pick it up early, check it out, and it's like, would you like a Cure 2 potion? So that's just my experiences coloring my perception of the spot.
Yeah,
it's not cursed because
it has to yield a key item on this. It doesn't. Of course, it could yield a Legend Sword, which is useless on this flag set. Tirasu collecting the goods from Sheila.
Rexall bonking Yang. As Maggie is going down to check on the key item down in Antlion.
This is unusually late for this check, but you know, when you get that magma key and that free lunch, you know, that will definitely send you off in a different direction sometimes.
And we have the rat tail.
Very interesting.
And they
Yeah.
did pick up that hook early, so.
Yeah, and he's the only one of our featured runners to have the hook as yet, so we'll see if this chain goes somewhere. I don't think anybody else has been terribly eager to get even more Rydia in their party, so they haven't gone out of their way to fight that Baron infight.
Maggie picking up their twin harp.
Good times.
And Smexy is going to go show us whatever's at Adamant Cave. Also, do you mind nice to see me, or is Terasu about to give us more music?
Oh, looks like it's more music time. And the chain is a dud. It leads to a package.
Well, at least if we find the pink tail, it's worth an adamant.
Yeah, I mean, there is that, but meh. And, you know, at least the mine are there. You know, it makes sense for them to have explosives. You know, that's safe. I mean, handing it out to everybody who gives them a tail isn't, but, you know.
I mean, it could be just another Rydia. It could be a Fu. But we will probably never know.
Yeah, like, I would not bother checking for that. Spapey is finally gonna pop that magma key.
Maggie's going to check to see what the sand ruby is. It's an Edward. Damn just wants Edward to be useless.
Hey, Edward's very good with a good bow.
And left like some levels, maybe around 60 of them.
No, he's fine. You know, even the same levels as everyone else. I'm no Kirchin, but he's fine.
I think it actually depends on Ooh, crystal and ordeals. That would not be a bad place for it. Especially since I don't think anyone's really in a rush to check it with no Cecil and only Tella in sight.
And to answer Teddy Phoenix, no, nobody's done ordeals. We have had someone go to pick up the character. Rex did. But he did not complete it. And he just got a Rydia for his troubles.
About to head underground, probably to go check Baymarch to see what its key item is, and go bog gain. Tarasu entering the Leviathan fight to pick up that rat tail.
That poor useless rat tail.
And just darting Excalibur at Leviathan. He does not want to be in this fight for for that long.
Yeah, I cannot say I blame him.
Maggie the cat is clearing out Baron Inn now.
Yep, gonna get that hook, which so far has not paid off.
Should you know what Payman's damage is based off of?
I have no idea, to be honest. And Sid's just sitting there through Cecil's attacks and takes it like a champ, because if Sid's got one thing, he's got lots of hit points.
Ah, okay. Thank you, Invulnerable.
Yes, so Invenerable saying he thinks it's based off physical attack and ignores defense.
Which explains why some spots, like, say, I don't know, Asura, can be pretty nasty.
Yeah. Yeah, and this one here that's normally taken up by Yang is relatively gentle, because they don't want people to get beaten up by Yang in that fight. It's a plot thingy. And Rex Raoul is going to be the last of our on-screen runners to head into Antlion.
It's fine. Edward just hides, and you win.
Hope you
Looks
didn't want that XP for anybody else.
Maggie the Cat is actually checking Hobbs. It's a porm.
Yeah, that's not someone I would be very happy to see, and they reset right out of that. And yeah, that seems like the right call there.
I mean, I kind of disagree because it's a white mage. And when you're, the closest thing you have to a white mage is Tella, I would take anything else.
This setup so far, I'm gonna say this with Deborah in chat, with Deborah restreaming, we don't need a white mage right now.
Ooh. Oh, well then.
I mean, we really don't. But Tirasu's heading down to loot the Troya treasury. There's a free Asura. See? Told you, we don't need a white mage.
And I guess all we really need is Bacchus Wines and Asura. That's fine.
Yeah, and there's a Sylph too, so really. Ooh, yeah, Smapey made an interesting move there with a reset, going back before even picking up that Twin Harp, which, you know, knowing that's a dead chain, that's a perfectly fine move. It just, you don't see that one too often.
Sometimes you're just so disappointed with what you get that you just, you know, throw it all away. We don't need this package or this harp. Yeah, we have some... Did you see what's in the first boss spot on Ordeals?
No, I haven't yet. Oh wait, no, he hasn't reset after all. Our tracker was just, thought that happened.
First of all, I believe it's their last one to pick up a Twin Harp. Oh, they go turn it... Well, they do have the Earth Crystal. So that does make going and doing Twin Harp and Earth Crystal back-to-back a kind of appealing play.
Yeah, I mean, I like to do that when that pops up.
And we have a... Water Hack and back attack, it's not bad. It's no plague.
Yeah, that's, you know, especially in just the straight K, that's actually a really nice place to find it. Because we're not going to be really running into the, you know, the lunar boss spots where you really want to, you know, invalidate a boss. Any possible key item check is relatively safe, so it's nice to have that one there.
Tirasu checking out the trap chest and Zot.
Interesting move, but certainly good for the XP, which he's a little bit short on right now.
Maggie is seeing what the key item is, and it is a spoon.
Spoon! Yay!
Spoon word confirmed.
And that's King and Queen Evelyn there, so...
Edward promotes a real character on Ordeals confirmed. I mean, that's the same with Cecil. Although Cecil, you also need like a big ticket sword before he becomes really worth Ordeals, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he gets a lot of hit points, and he's good at things besides, you know, wrecking everybody's face. He's just really best at wrecking everybody's face. Still, with Edwards in play, I'm pretty happy to see that spoon there. That's pretty useful. Does Maggie have Edwards? I don't think they do.
Tirasu, being our first to go up to Tower spot, finds Dark Health in the first spot.
That's not bad. A lot of hit points to chip through here, at about 9k, but
about halfway through, he just transforms, and you can just go, "Hey, do you like hourglasses?"
yeah, and there's not really... this is not a very threatening spot. Interesting. Rex Raoul is in the Eblan Cave fighting the Snail Man.
Dark Health changes.
Yeah, out comes a Sylph. Doing really respectable damage on that.
I believe that is the power of Stardust Rod talking.
Yeah, it's a nice weapon, that. Looks like Maggie's gonna hit up the Zot now. All after the chests are cleared.
Dark Elf is not being too threatening.
Yeah, no, this is not a difficult spot. It, you know, the hit point count makes it a speed bump for if you go to it early.
We have Cecil in Eblan Cave.
Interesting, and he's gonna go for it.
I think that means Rex Rawl is now headed up, going to head up Ordeals here in just a moment.
Yeah, yeah, we've got an Avenger, we've got an Excalibur. Cecil can really expedite a lot of fights, so.
And we know there's a spoon up there, so that means Edward also becomes a real character who can expedite a lot of fights.
Yeah. So it's really not a bad option to go for here. Oh, and Rex does not have an Edward, but we do have the rescue flag on. It's easy enough to go get a fresh one.
Rex Rawl abandoning one of his Redias.
Speaking of white mages, though, there's a Rosa, the best white mage.
I mean, I guess that rewards ditching Porum on the mountain, you monster. Why would you do that?
She's fine. She'll get home all right. She's perfectly a responsible girl.
And we have a cane.
Oh, a little role reversal today.
Does he have any equipment for cane? He has White Spears.
Yeah. White Spear is assorted equipment, and then there's the Avenger that was in Damcian. And yeah, we can see Tirasu ditching the shield, so we've got Avenger strats planned.
Not bad. Not bad pickups at all.
Yeah, and samurai bows, lots of good arrows. Like, very satisfying pickup, cashing in this Earth Crystal here. And Smapety is joining us at the top of Zot.
Oh, I did not notice it earlier, but we do have a melon fight in the second spot in Dwarf Castle. That's not too bad, I think.
Yeah, like that's not bad at all, really. It's a pretty safe slot, and that's an easy enough boss. In either incarnation.
It's no wyvern.
Yes, it is.
Pick it up! Hi, wyvern! Oh, and he charmed everyone but... Good.
Good times. Good times. And it looks like Tirasu forgot Kane is left-handed. And had the the Avenger on the wrong side. And Edge is just destroying that party.
Wyvern doesn't even have to do anything. He's just like, yeah, you do that.
That's amazing.
Now, this could block progress for a while.
We'll see how it goes. It's going right back in. And you know what? I'm gonna note here that in that last fight, Kane was the only one who didn't betray the party.
Kane is just like, what are you all doing? Smapety is about to find their wyvern.
Good times. Getting that Kane back row glitched, and then gonna set up for... Oh, no. That's a fire shield.
Maggie the cat going...
is heading up to, yeah.
Maggie the cat is headed up to a Dark Elf.
Meanwhile, Rex Raoul is heading up to upgrade his Cecil.
Just critting that Redia.
Oof. Ooh, this may be savable for Smapety, because Edge hit himself first. But
okay.
Up come the walls.
Get those life potions out and get to work. Looks like it, yeah.
To answer Scala Kitty, Rosa learns exit as soon as she joins the party. You can, if you open your menu before initiating the fight here, you will see she has exit.
Wyvern is being very kind.
Kind and yet so cruel. It's like Tirasu's making headway with I believe that's a Berserked Edge. Now this spot doesn't have a ton of hit points, so if we can just get through, it won't be that bad to deal with. It's just getting there is gonna be tricky.
I believe it's way less beefy than Maybe he's about to get countered from Mega Nuke.
Oopsie doodle.
And that's why you don't use summons.
I mean, you can if you
prepare
first. Yeah. And Tirasu is through. Maggie's about to get an unpleasant surprise.
I am hoping for like the Adamant or Legend Sword here. Just to rub it in.
Yeah, something that makes you go, oh no, has the pink tail the one that got cut for the pass?
Or the spoon.
We have the spoon.
Oh, I mean, we know that, but Tirasu doesn't.
Yes. Come on.
Give us trash. That is a particular way of dealing with wyvern. It's
Oh,
a
it's a
pinktail.
pinktail.
Well, that's not quite what we're looking for, but good enough.
I'm sure Tirasu's happy, even if progress might have been a little more appreciated. I believe this is coming down to Dwarf Castle. Or wait, no, could still be in Tower. So Tower or Dwarf is gonna be mandatory here. Unfortunately, Tirasu's about to get that hook, so you'll be able to cash in for that adamant armor very shortly.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the best possible shady we have here is Tower Key into Luca Key into Crystal.
Yeah, that would be very nice and very rude.
Because I'm not playing this, so I don't have to suffer that. They do.
So who would you like to see in this theoretical scenario? Who would you like to see at Evil Wall?
Ogo Pogo.
Interesting. That would be a very rude choice. I think I choose Rubicant.
I mean, either of those choices are going to be very rude.
Yes. Yes, they are. Rex Raoul is going to give us music as well. Hooray!
And Wyvern just whiffed a reflected nuke on Maggie's side.
This is not the highest of magic power spots.
I mean, Dr. Lugai can also be pretty rude there, too.
Possibly, but I'm not really seeing that as being, wipe-inducing, just frustration-inducing.
Ooh, Valvalis.
We have a cane, so I would not be... Valvalis is not inherently all that rude when we have cane access.
Ooh, it looks like Rixwall is going down to check music.
Yay! The big thing I think about the Evil Wall is that it has an absolutely huge magic power at that slot.
I believe it isn't like the highest in the game.
Yeah, because it really wants to be landing those instas and its petrification counters.
So Crush, the insta kill, is based off its magic?
That might not be, but I'm pretty sure that the petrification counters are.
I know the petrification counters are, yeah. Okay, so we have Wyvern here. Again.
Yep.
Charming everyone. Oh, that's good.
Poor Snapey. Poor Snapey.
Wyvern's just like, look at this, I don't even have to do any work.
It's vacation day. And Tirasu is doing the dwarf check, so we'll see what's up there.
This Maggie is now headed down to find music as well.
And here's our Ogo Pogo.
Ah. And there's still other options down Sealed Cave, so...
And I mean, this spot has a lot of hit points. This is still plenty rude.
Payman is just...
And down goes Smapey again. And yes, Teddy, I believe when Rex went to go pick up Cecil, we did find Dr. Luggage down there.
Rip the luggage dream at Evil Wall, then. We have Rex Rawl and Tirosu fighting two different sea serpents.
Oh, see, Ogopogo is a lake monster. That's our Canadian content fact. He's the monster of Lake Okanagan.
I stand corrected. Two different water serpents, then.
There we go. That's the good stuff. Oh, and it looks like Smapey has not saved after doing Dark Elf. He's gonna feel, he's gonna feel a lot of time wasted when he gets that pink tail. I mean, he's gonna like what he gets, but it's not a lot of time going into this for not progress.
Ogopogo has nearly knocked Tirosu down.
Fortunately, he does have that adamant on Kane, so we're just gonna do this the old Dragoon way.
Okay. Well, then we get to see which Millen fight it is. And does he take the character? If it's like Fu, he probably does. It's Yang.
That's Yang. I'm thinking about it.
And just... Nope, goodbye, Rydia. Now, this is a good time that you would want that Leviathan summon, but, you just ditched Rydia, so, yeah.
It'll be fine.
Maggie also going up ordeals.
No, that is still on music.
Oh wait, they're done music. Why am I thinking it was ordeals?
The
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guys are now in very angry mode, but that adamant means they're still a joke.
Yeah, they're just scratching his paint. His gleaming gold paint.
Maggie picking up the rat tail.
Beautiful, useless rat tail. Come on, Safety, you can do it.
Tirosu's already at 10 key items. Actually, now that I look at it. So is Maggie. And when Safety finally gets through here, he'll be at 10 as well. And he get Legend Sword.
Oof, it's up tower.
That Legend Sword, which has no pair in adamant, so it's kind of useless.
And we've already got Excals and all of that, and he doesn't have a Cecil. Oh, and there's Avengers for sale for a huge amount of money if you really wanted or needed, which we don't. Rex Raoul is finally coming up to join the dance party up at the top of Zot.
Gee, if Tara gave Darkness and Luca, yeah, they'd have to go through. They'd go through Luca to get the Baron key, which would have to lead to the crystal at that point.
Yeah, we are running out of options here.
Maggie
It's very
about
likely we're the chain no matter what. Doesn't have to be, but it's very likely.
the last stop for it to not be a chain would be Tower.
Yeah, it could be a crystal directly on one of those, but if it's not, ooh.
Like if we say Darkness Crystal at either of them, we're
Yeah.
going on a journey.
Yep.
For how kind this flag set should be. Words are hard.
The problem with that emote is that that trash can in that emote is not on fire. It's a garbage fire, not a garbage can. A garbage can kill things if you know the right glitch. Oh, Kane is in the air on Smapty's side. He may have a chance this time. Still unable to get Edge back to his senses, though.
It looks like he unequipped everything. Just thank you, Edge.
There we go. He might actually get this, and Rex Raoul is about to get that happy surprise right there.
Man, Rexwell has just walked into the Dragon's Lair. Quite literally.
And you know what? This is why we save after doing Mega Sister's spot. The save point is like 6 steps away, just go back and do it.
Because you just don't want to run into Wyvern right afterwards.
Yeah, it's like, you hardly ever need to use that save. But sometimes you need to use that save.
Because sometimes that spot's like Golbez, or as we've seen, Charm Wyvern.
Yeah. And Tirasu is going up the last avenue available to him and hitting up the Tower of Babil.
Now, if I understand it, isn't like the normal, correct way here to go to the top of the tower, beat the boss, see what you get there, and then do Tower Key?
It depends. Like, if you know you're gonna hit up both no matter what, then it doesn't really matter which order. In a case like this, yes, I would hit up the top before cracking the Tower Key. Just because he's got 10 key items, he might not necessarily need that Tower Key.
Ooh, Smarty is through.
He's through!
They are not going to be happy with this.
You know what? He's come out of it with a Kane, with a Rosa, both of whom got levels off that. He's gonna get a pink tail. And Kate Sith mentioning the Penguinator special, which is a specific gamble that you take when a seed is running late and the tower key is found late in a chain, where you go to tower and you do the tower key only and leave the top. I don't think that's applicable in this case, just because we got tower keys so very early.
We have a Punch Man at the top of the tower.
Hello, Yang. How you doing?
Now, does Tirasu have a
He does
Cecil?
not. With Cecil being only found in Eblan, I don't think we're going to see anybody but Rex get that. Oof. And there we go. And Rosa got toted and then immediately smashed with a confused hit.
Well, we're off to Rex Hall's off to a fine start here.
This is amazing.
Treachery. Yep. Cecil slap Bane Wyvern finally.
But he's taking a beating, so we'll see how that goes. Like, Edge is laser focusing on Cecil.
Spipesy is about to head up the tower.
And a critical hit kills Cecil!
And it kills... Yeah, and here comes the nuke to finish off Edge.
Oh my god, that's beautiful.
Thanks, Wyvern.
That's absolutely beautiful.
This Wyvern has been so obliging for us.
I should have sent a poet. Oh, and he did not save after doing Dark Elf. Save after Mega Sisters.
Just in case you get a Wyvern. Your boy, Wyvern.
And Tirasu is through on Yang. Baby's coming up right there.
And I mean, I'm not going to fault anyone for not for forgetting to save. I do it all the time and lose so much time for. Oh, Crystal!
Crystal, we got go mode.
Tirasu is probably just going to bolt straight out of the tower and
yeah,
probably
no reason to sit through that that cutscene just to get a Baron key.
And I mean, it has to be like Baron key into
Baron key or Luca key.
Into Baron key into Darkness Crystal at this point.
Yeah. It's those two in either order, leading to Darkness. So if he needs levels, he's gonna go pop some eggs on the thing. And I just want to point out, for everyone here, for anybody who knows Demarine, the answer to this seed was to just march up to the top of the tower and kill the boss.
And maybe bonk game of the hand.
Not even that. Not even needed. Just walk up to the top of the tower, take the open boss. There we go.
Safety is about to be rewarded with third crystal too. As Tirasu is preparing to get nuke.
Yes, we're gonna Siren up, grind up those characters.
Who wants omelets? As Tirasu is about to make a whole bunch.
The answer, get Coop Tower Key was from doing Fabul. And yes, because this was a Magma Key start, which means that the crystal was accessible from minute 1 of this seed. And we are, in fact, just about to hit up our first hour mark here, and we have no finishes yet. With
Which
a
is
Magma Key start and an open crystal.
Well, they would still have needed a way to get to the moon.
Yes, there was the pass needed. Which was actually run into pretty directly on the way.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, you're going to go down and check Fate away, and then you're going to go bunk gain, and then turn this in. You're getting that pass no matter what, probably.
Yeah. Yes, that's true. The pass was on Sheila. So every aspect of this seed was free, and we do have our first finish. Flurry 14 coming in first place at 1 hour even 54 seconds.
Just over the hour mark.
GG to Flurry.
Wyvern is giving Rexwall a time.
Oof, that's so not good. Yeah. Sirens were in Fabul, so they were on the route to get the pass. The seed, its bounty was laid out free before us, and did anyone pick the fruit? No.
No. And so did we run into Wyvern.
Wyvern at Zot.
Wyvern here to punish us for our sins of not just going to climb the tower.
Yes, Wyvern here is, literally saying, your crystal is in another tower.
Get out of my tower and go there.
Maggie leaves with their crystal. So we have triple go mode on screen. Rex is still struggling with this Wyvern.
I think he is. I think he's just in the stabilized phase, though. He should be good.
Yeah, I think this maybe not. The nukes are coming hard. We've got life scumming. Oof. Oh no, that's a loss probably. Yeah, Wyvern is moving faster than the lives are coming up. Oh, but we got the remedy round, so this might do it.
But we need to get quick on those lives. Otherwise, the nukes are just going to keep coming anyway.
Yeah.
And they don't stop coming.
Looks like Tirasu is done grinding.
And is headed to go show us whose butt we're going to kick tonight.
Yes. Maggie's just buying some sirens, looks like. Getting a nice little stack of those, and oh. What are we buying here? Oh, there's a cursed ring for sale in that shop. And, oh, Palom is going to do a very important job in this fight. He's going to be an anchor. 5 agility. Yes.
Palom's just here as the sacrifice. He throws a crystal. He throws a crystal and then he dies.
He's been a good boy. He needs a nap. And seeing that, of course, the temporary job dwarf in Tomra is a pressing machine operator.
Now, what sprite do you think we're going to get tonight, by the way?
I have no idea. It looks like we've got our creator in board face in chat right now. Here
hey,
to
board
watch
face.
what hell he hath wrought.
Yeah, I would not mind a plush. Oh, Rexwall did not save again.
Save! You know the Wyvern's there now. Save!
Wyvern is just Tirasu is now heading into their Z fight.
Yeah, looks like Smapty is on the way as well. Or no, going to go buy some more sirens.
And
Whose butt?
Crystal has been thrown. Zermus is just scant seconds away from changing, and it's... Excellent.
Very apt for just how those confuses have landed. Our second place finisher is Simbu coming in at 106.21.
GG to Simbu, as Tirasu is now going through the Z fight. Should be a pretty easy one for him.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a lot here at this point that should stop him. The real boss of the seed was Wyvern,
Wyvern was helping.
which Rex Raoul is about to go into again.
Smithy and Maggie get their grind on.
Rex Raoul has found a crystal sword at some point. So, hopefully this...
Oof! That was a pretty nasty, that's a pretty nasty big bane on Terasu's side that may, they should be able to recover from this, though.
I'm not seeing a huge issue there. We'll get Edge back up after that nerf, and...
The alternate option is just to heal up and go carry on.
Yes, either way, I'm not seeing too much to worry about there. Yeah, the Cure 4s on the two of them are coming out big, so that looks stable.
We have a third place finisher in Mecha Link with a time of 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 19 seconds.
GG Mechalink. And everybody is once again confused. Oh, Edge is free, and Kane is free. Rumblefish82 coming in 4th place, 108.40.
Well, Kane is no longer free because Kane just got stopped.
Oopsie doodle. And Raoul does what maybe he should have done in the first place and breaks out that spoon, cues it up. Let's see if Edge lives to throw it.
He does!
And down goes the dragon.
The dragon, he is free from the dragon. The dragon no longer arrests his progress. And now he's going to be very mad about finding that pink tail. But,
yeah. It's the worst kind of mad, too, because it's like, well, I like adamant armor, but I spent so much time on this. Spent so much time.
And for what?
Yes, and we have Moonblaze Wolf coming in 5th at 109.10.
GG Moonblaze Wolf.
Black Hole comes in on Tirasu's side.
Kind of. It won't usually help against a Mega Nuke, but it can do some work against normal nukes.
Yes, and it would stop the Confuse, as Detain says, the Adamant.
That's another thing. With T4 on, we did not see a single Adamant pop out of a chest.
Yeah, I don't think we did. Rex Rule gets that Adamant.
Looks like Tirasu has stabilized her Zeramis fight.
Yeah, everything underway now.
Maggie has finished her grind and is about to head into their Z fight. And Tirasu's in medium phase, so he should be finishing up very shortly now.
Yep.
Rexwall entering the tower.
Yeah, so he should be bringing this home pretty quickly, too.
And, yep, there goes Zermus for Tirasu. Can I get GG's in chat?
GG, an official time of 1:11:11. Very nice.
as we have our 10 minutes of slow fades. We're seeing if Terse wants to come in for an interview.
Yes, and as Tirasu leaves that fight, Maggie goes into it. We're now joined by Tirasu. GG.
GG.
Oh. You've slain the dread RNG, but we all know who the real boss was there. And that, how about that wyvern?
I will just say that I never expected Edge to kill his own girlfriend.
I mean, we watched Cecil on Rex Roll side slay Rosa, so.
Oh, where was Cecil?
Evelyn.
Yes, Evelyn Cave.
Yeah, I was never gonna go there. No point.
Yeah, he was pretty deep for free lunch, but apparently
So,
the crystal sword kicking around, so hey.
So what's your favorite part about, So how did you like that wyvern?
The wyvern actually wasn't that bad. Ogopogo scared me a lot more than that wyvern did.
That was a mean Opogo, and then, that was close there. Really close.
I mean, getting the pink tail having adamant armor and getting Kane to dodge that one big wave won it for me.
Yeah, and then, 34 hit points for Mylon, no problem.
Yeah, it worked.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's all good.
But no, overall, I wasn't displeased with it, but I thought when I gambled on both Earth Crystal and Twin Harp that I was totally out of the race.
It seems like everyone else must have made those same gambles.
I guess so.
Yeah, just no one on stream did pop the package, so we don't know who the character was.
But, but everyone else did do the Zot fun times, and Rex Raoul is just getting his crystal now, looks like.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean... Yeah, Wyvern, that was just a nasty Wyvern surprise. Luckily, I had a headband, put that on Edge, and, Rydia luckily dodged it. But I wouldn't say anything else in the seed was really hard. It was just finding stuff.
Yeah.
And it just felt like no one wanted to go up tower, and I don't blame them.
And you know what, the chest seemed, a little bit stingy for a K4, for a T4, sorry.
I don't know, getting a white spear, getting the pink tail, and getting a ninja sword, that's really all I needed.
That's true.
I mean, yeah, it would have been nice. Oh, and I think I had like 2 protect rings, so yeah, the chests were a little stingy for the party I had, but it still worked out.
Yeah,
Though,
I
I forgot to nerf the first Big Bang, and that was very painful.
Oops.
I'm so used to having silk webs. By that point in time, I wasn't going to look for them, because money was just... That new flag is rough when it comes to money.
Yeah, I was wondering how that felt, because, we haven't seen it on stream before at all yet.
Well, after a little bit, I just decided, screw it, I'm gonna treat it like an S2 instead of an S4, and see how that does.
Makes sense, and you know what, that's really interesting, the way that does change the strategy.
Yeah, and finding a curse ring's not bad either, so...
Oh yeah.
Maggie the Cat is entering medio phase, and they should be done shortly.
Very nice. Anyways, I'm gonna take this time. I'm gonna thank both our commentators, Neon Gray, It's Paranoia, the Tracker, and Venerable, and of course our restreamer Dimmerine for putting this on. Not much else to say about the seed. It was a lot of fun. Thank y'all for restreaming me tonight.
Well, you get restreamed so much, you should get the chance sometime.
I enjoy restreaming. There's nothing wrong with that, and if the community and the restream team wasn't as awesome as they were, I wouldn't have volunteered as much as I do.
Oh, so sweet.
Anyways, GG, I'm gonna hop out of here and let y'all have your interview with the next person.
All right, thank you.
On that note, we've had a slew of finishers.
Yes, after Tirasu, we had Shamstron, Crimson Avix, Poidrak, in 7th, 8th, and 9th, Maggie coming in 10th at 116.19, and BG Rich 419 and 117.13. Maggie should be with us shortly.
The RNG is being defeated right now for Smeepsy.
Yeah, this looks well under control here.
The black hole comes out.
And oh no, not magic's becoming invalid. What will these strong men hitting them with weapons do?
Well, for starters, Kane couldn't get nuked.
He's fine. Look at that, he's fine.
He barely felt it. It's okay.
Look at that, he's just having a drink right now. He's doing great. And I believe we are now joined by Maggie the cat. GG, Maggie.
Hello, thank you.
Oh, how about that wyvern?
Yeah, that was a little bit unexpected.
Yeah, that was fun to watch, let me just say.
I'm not sure if that or Golda's was more of a surprise.
Yeah, very rude there as well.
Yeah, for sure.
See, and I believe that goal has just led to nothing too.
No, that gave Tower Key, who nobody bothered to check because
Yeah.
nobody would do.
Yeah, I didn't even, like, as soon as I got the crystal, I was like, well...
Yeah, it's all good. We'll just let those imps who look to be vanilla, we'll just let them keep their whatever it is. It's a key of some sort.
Yeah, at least I think I had a crystal ring on somebody during the wyvern fight, so not everybody got charmed, but yeah, that was a little bit of a rough start to that fight.
Yeah, that was mean.
Let's see. Anything else that you found that was pretty rude for this from the seed?
I was running around looking for melee fighters for most of the seed. I don't know if y'all noticed that, but I kept getting Rydias and Palams and then Atella, and I was like, where's Cecil? I have an Excalibur and an Avenger. Can I please have Cecil?
Well, we can tell you where Cecil was.
Awesome, where was he?
Evelyn Cave.
Yeah, of course. The one place that I was like, hey, I have a hook. I could go check there, but it's long and, it's probably just going to be another Rydia.
Oh, it was that was Cecil.
Now I'm a sad cat. But hey, Kane was my consolation prize at the top of the Tower of Zod, and I'll pretty much never turn Kane down. So.
Of course not. Kane's great.
Kane with a Rosa. I mean, what more do you need? You have a white mage, you have damage. It's good.
Yeah, I was pretty happy after that.
We do have also Smapey finishing in 12th at 119.37. And looks like he is here as well. GG Smapey.
Hey, GG, thank you.
So, did we learn any lessons about what to do after killing the Mega Sister spot today?
Oh, well, saving takes so much time, you know? Like, you gotta push the X button. I mean, that's precious seconds.
It's much easier just to wipe, right?
Exactly. Well, I figured there's no way it's going to be a problem again. I'm going to put the protect ring on edge. It's going to prevent the charm. No problem. And it goes through the protect ring, apparently.
And the most amazing thing was, I mean, you know, you go there, you wipe, and you get sent to the save point anyway, so you know.
Yeah. Oh, I'm fine. I saved after beating it. No.
But yeah, that was a pretty nice comedy of errors there.
Everybody on stream went there. It was hilarious.
Everyone got held up there for a moment. Terasu got through fairly fast, but
I couldn't
everybody wiped at least
about
once.
the pink tail because like I couldn't find any body equipment for anybody anywhere.
Yeah, and it's like, and you know, you got like solid characters up there. It just, you know, wasn't progress.
Yeah. Though it did get Kane and Rosa, and that ended up being like basically the core of the Z fight. So.
Same.
Meanwhile, Rexwall is entering with the Berserker party pack of Edge, Kane, and Cecil, so.
That's the dream right there.
Ooh, where was Cecil at?
Evelyn Cave.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
And to answer Tifa's revenge, the Darkness Crystal, I wasn't paying attention when it scrolled past, but it would have had to have been at the Baron. Because I saw that the Luca key at the Baron key, which means we would have gotten the Luca key if anybody had followed up that tower key. So, nobody going to the moon this seed.
I will say I was extremely happy to see Rosa at Zot because I was mentally prepared to go into the Z fight with Asura healing on Rydia. So.
there was a Porum on Hobbs.
Oh, I completely skipped Hobbs. Oh well.
And Maggie abandoned that small child on Hobbs.
Yeah, I was
Good job,
running
Maggie.
I was running around looking for my melee fighters, and I kept getting all these mages, and I was like, "Where's Cecil?" And then, of course, Evelyn Cave was the one spot that I didn't check, and apparently that's where Cecil was.
I mean, Porum's fine. She's responsible. She'll get home okay.
Well, Porum's wonderful. It's just that at that point, I already had Rydia and Tilla and Palom. I was like, I don't need another mage at this point.
Good times. Good times.
Don't need, what do you need Porum for if you got a stack of Cure 2s? You're good to go.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it'll, you know, they've got as many hit points as she does.
Yes.
I mean, I am pretty I mean, I was just surprised you did not take that form and got rid of your certain old man who yells at clouds.
I mean, he's there.
I think the main reason that I was keeping Tella at that point is because he had exit, and then as soon as I got Rosa, she was in Zod, and she was going to have exit, so there was no reason for me to keep old man Tella anymore.
Which interesting thing I learned is when Rosa got charmed, she actually cast exit during that fight. So apparently she learns it before the actual fight, which is pretty neat to know.
That's funny. She was trying to run away from Wyvern.
Rexwell is now in their RNG fight. It has been for a moment.
Yeah, everything looks in perfect control here. Like this, he's not
Okay.
having any kind of trouble on this.
Just
Alright, well,
okay, Cecil. Oh, go on.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, I'm probably going to cut out and let y'all finish this up. So thanks so much for commentating and to the restreamers and trackers tonight.
And GG, and thank you, and thank both of you for all your work bringing up the.
Ab-
Thank you very
Absolutely.
much.
Yeah, have a great evening.
Take care, everyone. Thanks for all you do.
Take care.
And out comes the Cure 4.
Well, Cecil's swinging away for like 7k a hit.
And that's
Zeramis is
do it.
Zeramis is not long for this world.
Yeah. There's video. Any one of these hits now.
And there we go.
That is Rex Raoul coming in 19th at 127.27. GG. See about getting him in here. And we are now joined by Rex Raoul. GG.
Thanks.
GG Rex. How'd you feel about Wyvern?
Yeah, well, that was definitely my white whale this seed.
You and everyone else.
So I wasn't alone there. Okay, I think
Everyone went there.
I think seeing Rosa and Kane up there, it's like those are a real big improvement on the characters. So it's like that kind of just makes me want to do it, and it's like seems like that charm shouldn't be so bad, but it really is really bad. So that's one of the scarier witch burns out there, I think.
Yeah, it's deceptively mean. Like, it's no direct damage, you know? It's just a status effect. How is that gonna hurt you?
Well, yeah, and then the second time I did it, because I thought, like, I just need another shot, I'll do it, and of course I wipe again. But just, like, getting in that cycle of, man, it's kind of fast at that spot once it got into that nuke cycle. Like, ooh, that was pretty nasty, too. And the fact that I didn't save after the Dark Elf either of the first two times, it's like, well, I guess I got what I deserve, so... Other than that, it was a pretty fun seed overall. I liked a lot of what it gave us. Like those Leviathans early just really made Rydia quite strong, and yeah, it was fun. I thought, just like if I would have played like I could have gotten like 5-6 minutes better if I didn't take that second wipe, or if I had saved after the first Dark Elf. So, yeah.
Oh, always next time to remember to go and save. Save!
Oh, yeah. And I'm usually somebody who saves probably more often than he should, but that was one case where I'm like, I don't need it. Yeah, I did.
And you did it a second time too, which was great.
Yes. Yeah. But third time's a charm. Got past it, got my cane, and then didn't take too long after that once I got to that tower, so.
I did notice that you were the only one of our restream racers to actually use that hook to go into the Eblan cave, and you were really nicely rewarded with that Cecil. But just wondering, what made you think I'm gonna go see who's down there?
It was I thought I was in okay shape for the Twin Harp fight, but not great shape. Because I had Sid, I had Edge, and that's pretty good. But I didn't find like Mazamune or Runax or Artemis Bow, so my physical output was okay, but not great. And I didn't have a white mage. And I'm like, I've got a chance to go and get a character, plus get a bunch more treasures that I could sell for a lot of money, because you need to get, even if you want to buy stuff with this, what is it, SQ or whatever, the quarter thing for treasures. If you wanted to get money for that, you needed to open a lot more chests. So I figured this is a way to get a lot more chests and possibly get a white mage. Then I got Cecil, and it's like, but I wanted to avoid doing ordeals. So I went there, and then I did ordeals, and then it's like I see the spoon, and it's like I ditched Edward. So I don't know. I was not happy to see Cecil there, even though I had the crystal sword in my inventory. I did not want to have to do mud ordeals.
No, fair enough. But
Yeah.
he certainly
He made the
some work for you,
Zermis.
at least.
He made the Zermis fight very easy, without a
Yeah.
doubt.
Oh, kind of how it goes. You trade some time here, you get it back there, etc., etc.
Yeah, I think in the end it probably was about a wash, but and it also made it so once I got there and got Cecil through there, then I'm like, okay, well now whoever the boss down at Twin Harp isn't going to be tough because I've got tons of physical damage now. So
Yeah.
Any final thoughts on the seed?
no, like I said, it was a lot of fun. This was a pretty basic flag set, all things considered, but it was really interesting to see how the shopping gets influenced by the getting less money for what you sell. So I found myself kind of skimping a little bit more than I normally would.
Oh, fair enough. And yeah, GG again. And I want to thank you too for everything that you put in, during the World Series, because, you were there. I think, every single week, and
The vast majority of weeks, yeah. I took 1 week off, but other than that, yeah. And I hit I hit 30 races commentated, so that was a lot of fun too.
Congratulations.
All right. Well, thank you for doing the job tonight.
Thank you for joining us for an interview.
You're welcome. Have a good night now.
Yes, you too. And yeah, everybody make sure that you do follow all of our runners, Maggie the Cat, Tirasu1, Rex Raoul, and Snape D. Every one of them, great racers, put on a great show, and, absolutely instrumental in what, just keeping Free Enterprise how great as it is. And of course, we did have Invenerable Tracking and Demarine 2 restreaming. They are also great as well. Let's not forget either of them either.
Let's not forget my co-commentator either, Neon Gray here.
Yes, and of course, it's Paranoia as well, who's been here with me. Great working with you. It's our first time, and I'm sure we'll have many more coming forward. Our first time on together, not our first time. Words. Good, me, talk good. That's why I talk here.
I think that should do us for tonight. On behalf of everyone, thank you for joining us, and you have a good night. Any final words, Neon?
I'd also like to thank Randomania for also just being such a great host for us, and adding that really cool new feature to their bot, where when you hit the flags, you also get that really cool description. So thank you, Randomania, as well. You guys are all great, and we love you as well. Otherwise, I think that's it, and good evening and happy airship flying.